Morning, folks. It's a very chilly mid-October morning. It's about 2 degrees Celsius outside, but I've got some heat on here in my little workshop tent, and one of the things I've been trying to do is build up the window frames and the forward windscreens. I plan to put clamp in windows, and they need a minimum of 1.25 inch depth for the frame to clamp onto. So I've got to cut out a bunch of circles. They're 3-inch radius, 6-inch diameter, and I tried doing them by hand yesterday, which was a bit of a fiasco, but no one will ever see it. I'll fix it up. But just as I got finished, I remembered I had a tool that I bought probably 10 plus years ago. I think I used it once, and it's a RotoZip, and it came with a circle cutting guide. So we're going to give that a try this morning. We're going to try and cut an 8-inch circle, and then out of the center of that we'll cut out a 6, and that will give me the perfect radius for the corners of all the windows on the boat. So I'm just using this scrap piece of ply that I cut out of one of the doors, and we'll give that a shot and see how it goes. So here goes nothing. So this will be my first attempt. I'm going to fix it to the workbench here so it doesn't wander all over. I don't imagine it will, but I'm only cutting 1/4 inch, so I'm not going to chew up my table too bad. So I think I know how this works. There's a little guide pin you stick in the hole and turn it on. Okay, that will give me the outer diameter of the corner radius on the window. So now we're going to drop this back to 3-inch diameter and give it shot number 2. This one, though, it's going to get a little tricky because the handle will hit the guide plate, so I'll have to continually rotate the tool as I do this. Now, as I said, I've never done this before, but so that's sort of the result. I haven't cut all the way through the plywood, which is okay. This is just a test. Boy, it really packs the dust in there, though. I think I'm going to drop the blade the bit just a little bit and go over them one more time. So do that clockwise direction. So there's my circle. That's just about what I need. I will take a section out of here, whatever I need for the particular radius. It really chews up the plywood, but I'll be working with a little thicker timber. So I've done a couple of trials off camera. Made a couple of parts. This is 1-inch pressure treated decking, so I'm assuming it's spruce. It's very soft. Doesn't have to be hardwood. I don't think I could use this tool on hardwood. As it was, I had to make multiple passes to get the tool to not tear this stuff to shreds. I mean shreds. And gave it a little sand up on the oscillating sander. So I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to go off camera again and see how many I can punch it today. I've got a bunch of leftovers of decking from our back porch project, so that's basically what I'm going to do now. So here goes. This is just the guide hole for the pin. That just holds it in place. Raffy. So I gotta take small bites at a time with this thing, or it just tears this wood to pieces. Raffy. So I tried and take about 1/4 of an inch at a time. Seems to be a lot easier on the tool doing it this way. It takes more time, but I guess you get a better product. I'm not too much worried about that. Here we go. Okay, mistake number 1. I have to cut the larger circle first. No, not that it really matters, but. Cordless tool like this would be nice. Avoid this situation here. So there's multiple passes through, very soft lumber, and turns out pretty good. I'll show you the next step after I finish cleaning it up on the sander. So now we're going to go in, we're going to do a smaller circle. Set our depth guide back to about 1/4. Change your radius to 6. Sorry, diameter. Radius is 6. Diameter is 3. And our last cut, just over an inch. So that's about all there is to it. I've got about 18 more to make, so I'm just going to go off camera and see how many of these I can get punched out before these actually go into the boat, because this is pressure treated wood. It's very soft. If water gets to it, it's going to turn to crap. I'll cut them all to size, and I'll put on the edge treatment preservative, let that dry before I glue them into the boat. So it's a lot of work in making these stupid little things, but you want them to I need proper spacing for the clamp on windows, and this is what I got to do. So there you have it. So I've realized I've got to speed this up a bit. It's way too slow. I've got 48 of these things to make in total. That includes the doors and all the windows. And so what I've done is I've used the circle cutter and put a 1/4 inch groove in for each of the 2 radius cuts, and then I'm going to finish them up with the jigsaw, and it's much faster. I think it produces a better cut. So here we go. So that's 9 down, 39 to go. These are the first 3 I cut with the RotoZip. They took me at least an hour to do 3. I did these 6 in probably less than 20 minutes using the one cut from the RotoZip to define the circles, and then cutting the rest with the jigsaw. So I'm going to stay with that. I'm out of dry material, so tomorrow looks like a trip to the lumber store. So I'm going to leave this one here and finish this little side project off camera. So thank everybody for looking in, sticking with me, and I learned something. Don't know if you did, but it is what it is. I just keep plugging away, trying to do something every day, and take one little bite out of the soil every day, and hopefully we'll get it done soon. So there you have it. So thanks everybody for looking in. Give us a thumbs up, and